Dr. Ranganathan, were people actually left to bear the brunt of violence? The Chief Minister says, हर साल ये शोभा यात्रा होती है, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो प्रोटोकॉल होता होगा, कुछ ना कुछ प्रोटोकॉल तो गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट मशीनरी, इंटेलिजेंस, पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट फॉलो करते होंगे.
Good evening, Swati. First of all, my sincere condolences for the loss of life, tragic loss of life of I think 6 people, including 2 from the security forces. It's a real tragedy that has happened, that has transpired over the last 2-3 days, and no amount, as the minister also said, or the spokesperson, compensation can ever compensate for the loss of life. There are 3 brief points I'd like to make. One, it is becoming very apparent, in fact it was, not only to the professionals, experts, but also to the lay people who were mining all the social media, that this attack on the yatra was pre-planned. You could see a couple of days before the yatra was to take place, there were many Facebook posts, and even the police had been alerted to these, that people were prepared for it. And you can see from the videos that there were stones and other elements that would perpetrate arson were kept on the rooftops, just like they were in 2020 Delhi riots. I remember Tahir Hussein's roof. So here the questions have to be asked. When the same yatra has taken place over the past 2 or 3 years, and the administration knows about it, permission was taken. How is it? Is it intelligence failure, or is it the failure or dereliction of duty on the part of the state? So that has resulted in the Hindus being chased down to as many, as the Home Minister said, 2,500 to 3,000 to 4,000 people had been held hostage and trapped in a temple. Temples have been burnt. People have died. There have been hundreds of families that have had to flee Sona. And these are facts that have come out. This is not something that somebody is making from the figment of one's imagination. Now, there are 2 things that need to be answered. One, very logically, as you've asked this question, that one of the BJP ministers, state minister, has said that why were the yatris carrying weapons? Now, this is a legitimate question, but this is a question that should be asked to the police, who was asked to enforce the Shobha Yatra or the Yatra. They were clearly carrying weapons, number one, and I agree with the VHP person. Why you see the antecedents of the yatras that have been attacked with alarming regularity over the last 3 or 4 years, even Garba processions, Ram Navami procession. So for self-defense, is it not legitimate for a person to legally carry arms, weapons or whatever? But if the police says you cannot carry and the organizers agree to the police, then they cannot carry. It's as simple as that. You have to follow the law. But then who is there to implement the law? It is the police. Anybody can carry weapons for self-defense or whatever. So 2 reasons here. Number one, at the end of the day, just a few miles off the capital of the Republic of India, you see such things are happening with alarming regularity. Who is to blame? I ask this question again. When this yatra has taken place over the last 3 years and nothing has happened, untoward has happened, why is it that it has happened today? And I saw from the clip, one of the congressmen was saying that this is the first time this has happened. Please, let's not spread fake news. On June of 2014, a communal riot also, violence erupted in Mewat as well. So this has happened. Mewat is a kind of a tinderbox. You can say it, you look at the demographics or etc. whatever. The point is, what has the administration done when they knew that this yatra has a potential to flare up, because you are passing through a population of 80% that is opposite of the population that is conducting the yatra? It is common logic.